Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon TPP version playthrough. This is part 24. And yeah, we're going to be beating up this guy called Blaine. Look how fat he is in the Why did they use that sprite for Blaine in the overworld? He's like... he's like the skinniest, like, old guy imaginable. And, yeah, he's already starting with us, saying that we're gonna need some burn heals. Look how skinny he is! He looks like a nerdy, like, lab guy, you know? I love how I just thought of that, because he's got, like, a big lab coat. I never really thought of him as a lab guy. I wonder if he actually is. I have to go look that up. But in the meantime, this guy's basically gonna be using pretty much the exact same Pokemon we've been facing throughout the entirety of this gym, because there aren't really that many fire types in this game. I think that we faced all of the final evolutions of every fire type besides Moltres in this gym so far. So yeah, there's no surprises here in this gym battle. Shelly grew to level 61 because, you know, all the Pokemon here are like level 80, so I mean, that kind of makes sense. Anyways, so we're gonna deal with this Ninetales now after the Arcanine. Ooh, who didn't see that one coming? I don't know, it just says Blaine's title is the hot-headed Quizmaster. Blaine only takes off his sunglasses when thinking up new quiz questions? Alright, that seems like a really random thing to just add in, but okay. It's Blaine lore, I guess. Anyway, some Bubble Beams to take down these Ninetales, because, you know, water types. Am I right? Ah. So this guy only has 4 Pokemon, which has been the norm so far in the past couple of gyms. And I'm a little surprised at that. I thought, you know, I mean, this is the 7th gym, you'd imagine that he'd have like 5 or something. No. Another Charizard, another red versus blue type thing, and I'm not talking about the Halo Machinima, which is, I think that was like, oh god, that couldn't have been the first, like, instance of where the word Machinima came from, but I believe it was, like, the first one to really popularize it, because if I recall correctly, it's actually still going. God. That thing's like older than the internet, practically, red versus blue. Anyway, and yeah, that's it for this guy. We are all done here, and we get a fancy badge, fancy badge. Look at that fancy badge. It is a fancy badge, fancy, fancy badge. Did I mention it's a fancy badge? It is a fancy badge. Yes, it is a fancy volcano badge. That is great. Let's move on. Thank you. Okay. I sat there for a while. Heightens special abilities of your Pokemon. Okay. Thank you. You know, I can't actually remember if... Like, I was really taken aback by that, because I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember the badges making Pokemon stronger. I remember them being, like, you know, obeying you up to a certain level, but... I don't know if that happened in later generations. I'm blanking on that. Also, I love how, what did he give us? Fire Blast? And then he says, oh, Charmeleon or Ponyta would be a good bet to teach Fire Blast to. I mean, first of all, that sounds like an awful idea on paper. Sorry, I'm going through another puberty here. And second of all, who the hell, even in the regular versions, is going to have a Charmeleon or a Ponyta at this point in the game? Come on. Do they really expect people to be that casual in this game? Unbelievable. Like, you know, the Charmeleon just totally wouldn't be a Charizard by then. Whatever. Anyway, so we got ourselves a fancy new Omanyte. So as far as the nickname went, I just decided to go for the easy route here. You know, Twitch plays Pokemon, you know, Twitch related. So I just decided to go for the fancy, the Praise It Twitch emote. Because that came out after Praise It T. That came out after the Twitch Plays Pokemon channel started getting really popular, and you know, the whole Praise It meme was beginning. All right, but anyway, okay. So this guy's wondering if I have another fossil for him, and I don't, because I'm not just, you know, loaded with those. So So we out of here. And... oh. Okay. I thought that guy was like a fisherman. And for a second there I was like, oh, this is the guy that gives you the super rod. No, and then I remembered that's at Route 11, right? The pier route, the pier pathway route thingy with the place and the Snorlax and the such. All right, so we're gonna surf on Moop here. We're gonna use a repel and totally just swim up and down the east side of Cinnabar Island. Yep. We're gonna do that glitch. I just left that in because you know, maybe I shouldn't have used the super repel. Maybe I should have actually tried to get a wild encounter there and saw what happened. Although I think you actually do have to set up the old man glitch before that, that starts getting all crazy. So yeah, we're just gonna skip all the swimmers here because, screw those guys. And yeah, we're going into the Seafoam Islands for, well, I have no idea why would we be going in here. I don't know. I guess just to look around, this place is really nice. Yes, very teal and brown and rocky with some water. Cool. Alright, so we got wild encounters. Oh, that's fancy. Hey, there's a fossil. That guy wanted to know about fossils. Well, here's... just take a nice swim on over the Seafoam Islands and he'll find a whole bunch of them. Apparently. But yeah, I thought it was so cool that there was a wild Kabutops battle. But, nah, I'm not gonna catch it or anything. Because that's not what we do in this playthrough. We don't catch things. What are you, crazy? Anyway, so I forgot about the sort of like the gimmick in this particular area. Now, there's some fast-moving current here. And as I tried to go up this little platform, all of a sudden the game just started controlling itself. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I thought my controller was glitching out or something. And then I tried to go back and it pushed me away again, and it was like, oh, that. I had actually forgotten that was a thing in this area. So we gotta do a little bit more exploring than we would have done in the power plant. Oh, did I just spoil things? No, certainly not. And, yeah, danger fast current. Alright, thank you for telling me now. Repel has worn off. Now, unfortunately, those repels aren't really doing too much good for me, because, as we saw with that Kabutops, all the Pokemon here are, like, over a level 65, as is this Shelter? What? It's level 70! Okay, cool. I like Shelter's pretty cool. I like Cloyster. And no, not because of the lewd reason. I like oh. That's interesting. If I try to surf here, it says the current is much too fast, and it doesn't even let you. I like Cloyster because I thought it was like a kind of a cool... Like, it had a cool moveset, and, with the setup with its ability, like in later generations, it has Skill Link, and you can use that with, what's it called? Icicle Blast or something? The one that hits like 2 to 5 times, so Skill Link makes it hit 5 times, and there's all sorts of other cool stuff that you can do with Cloyster, but Cloyster apparently isn't very viable for competitive battling. So I never actually used it, although I am still kind of interested in it. I like ice types. I think ice type's a pretty cool type. But anyway, if you couldn't tell here, I'm a little bit lost. I knew that Articuno was in the top left portion of one of these floors in the Seafoam Islands. I just couldn't remember exactly where it was, or specifically how to get there. I noticed that there's like these holes here, and I did notice those strength boulders, but I wasn't 100% too keen on... Oh, there I go again. And the game is controlling my movements. That was fun. Alright, so we time skip back over to the strength boulders. I wasn't 100% too keen on whether or not I had to push the boulders, because, again, it's been quite a long time since I've actually gotten to, like, this far in the game. So, yeah, oh my god. Yeah, so, okay, these wild Pokemon battles were really, really irritating me. And so I'm going to be doing something here very, very shortly, in about less than a minute here. Yeah, I'm just time skipping through all of these crazy Pokemon, wild Pokemon battles. Now, this time skip here that's about to happen, I'm going to save the game first, Now, I did this a number of times in the Soul Silver playthrough, and I'm not going to, you know, meme around and, you know, keep secrets or whatever from you guys, you know, make you guys be out of the loop. I used a program to edit everybody's levels, and I gave them enough EVs to the point where, like, I felt like that seemed like about as much EVs as they would gain if they were, you know, battling normally to level up. So yeah, I just did that because it saved me a lot of time. And, you know, I don't really think anybody cares, to be completely honest. I mean, I got my Pokemon to a specific level, I can move on in the playthrough. I think that's really the only two things that matter. So, I'm gonna be pushing these strength boulders around and getting them into their proper placement here. So yeah, if that's any indication, there was no grinding sequence because, you know, there was no grinding sequence, period. We're going to push each of these boulders into each hole, and then drop one down, and problem solved! Hooray! Now we can move freely through the water as we please, and what's this bird here? Oh, I think that might be one of those bird keeper legendary legends with legendary and legends. I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, I was trying to reference that bird keeper that just, like, randomly knew that there was, like, 3 legendary, you know, Pokemon. I think he said they were legendary birds, but... Here's Articuno! The best one. If anybody disagrees with me, too bad! Yes, I know, like, statistically, you know, for competitive battling, Zapdos is the much better one. Because it doesn't have, you know, an electricity weakness. However, I love Articuno. I think Articuno looks the best. Again, I love Ice-type, and I don't know, it's just like the first time I ever ran into Articuno, you know, and caught it. I was just like, man, I gotta have this thing on my team. That's it. This is it. This thing just looks so cool. Even though you can't, like, see the bottom half of its body, it's just like, you just see, like, it just looks like a floating like a floating torso with a tail coming out of its butt. But, yeah. I loved Articuno's sprite, and oh my god! That was a lot of damage. Oh, that was lucky. I loved Articuno's sprite in Gen 2. I was just like, yes, it finally looks, you know, like it did in the Sujimori art. And I'm just like, yes, it looks so cool now. It doesn't look like a weird 8-bit half cut off bird. I was happy. I was very happy. Or is this 16-bit? No, this is 8-bit. Yeah. Yeah, because the Game Boy. Right, original Game Boy. Oh, that was 8-bit. Anyway. Alrighty. And then, yeah, now we got him asleep. And, yeah! That's pretty much my reaction there. That was why, like, I sat there. It was just like, I didn't really move further on the text there because I was just kind of going, yes! It's always so awesome to catch legendary Pokemon. That is the best. Alright, so of course we're once again forced to take a nickname, or make a nickname. So I decided to go with another sort of easy route here. And we League of Legends in this now. That's Anivia. That's definitely Anivia. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna fly on over to Viridian City in just a moment, so that we can work on getting our 8th and final badge. But I have some stuff to read here that I haven't quite gotten to yet. There was, like I said at the end of the last video, there was one comment that I had meant to get to, but I didn't have enough time. It was T. Prower's comment, who said, "Sweet Sun Team," and then he lists all of his. He says, mine's Incineroar, Tiger, that's the nickname, Toucannon, Boomer, Midday Lycanroc, Lupin, Crabominable, Punchy, then Bumble, Serena, Ivy, and Araquanid, Aquaragog? I didn't quite get that last one. And, yeah, I was gonna list off the nicknames that I gave for my Pokemon, because, you know, I like giving nicknames. But also, there was a potion that I randomly got there, and that was another thing that I picked up from, you know, the speedrunning that I had witnessed. That's basically, you just get a quick potion there instead of having to go to the mart. And, you know, it's along the way, as, you know, where you would normally have to go. And then you just pick that up. So here we are in the Virdian Gym, and it's got that nonsensical moving platform stuff. And I just moved my way right into a trainer battle. The crack of the whip. Oh, that means a tamer. Anyway, so yeah, my team was, yeah, I said what they were before, but I didn't say their nicknames. The Decidueye I named O'Reilly, because, you know, the whole O'Reilly owl meme that was popular in, like, 2006, 2007. Alolan Raichu I nicknamed Puka, for, you know, the obvious reason, Puka from the anime. Lycanroc I nicknamed Franker Z. Salazzle I nicknamed Sally. Ribombee I nicknamed Zipper, which was kind of a Chippendale Rescue Rangers reference. And Mudsdale I named Mud Pie, which I think I later changed to Brownie Pie, which, you know, was a Pinkie Pie reference, because, you know, it's a horse, so ponies. And also, what was the other one? The Solgaleo. What did I name him? Oh, I named him De La Soul, I think. Yeah, because, you know, like the band. Or the group, sorry. They're not a band, I'm sorry. Ah! Anyway. So, that wasn't a ground type at all. Also, I love how, if my Pokemon were as good at karate as yeah, blame your team. Like I said, we League of Legends in this. Just blame team, never your fault. Also, that wasn't a ground type, nor was that a fighting type, as the, you know, the black belt trainer class would insinuate there. Anyway, so yeah, somebody mentioned that my laugh in part 21 was pretty scary. I'm pretty proud of it. Let's see here. Oh, when I said that there was, you know, I would have loved, like, if there was an anime where, like, you know, it's like a grown-up Ash, or, like, you know, or like a different, or an anime for, you know, the older fans, whatever. A true Pixartron fan said Origins and Generations exist. I haven't actually watched Generations, but Origins was so short. It was like it was like 4 episodes, and they were like, what, like 7 or 8 minutes long? That wasn't really that much. But I actually thought Origins was pretty cool. Also, oh, the thing that I mentioned about how, you know, I was gonna try to, you know, do a quick run now at this point. Cap516 says, wouldn't be such a big deal to have 3 extra videos of, you know, me battling all trainers. If it didn't take 14 months for the first 22 parts, just saying. I know. I really slacked super hard on this one, and, God, part of it is the fact that I think I took on way too much at once. Again, I do that to myself. You know, I have 2 main playthroughs going on at once, you know, 2 long playthroughs. And also the fact that this playthrough is yet another one where I have to continuously update the background. In fact, it's even more detailed than the previous one, because like in this particular moment right now, I also update their statuses, like when they're asleep. What are your thoughts on the Monster Hunter franchise? Asks Atomic Thomas. I hope that really surprised him. Does it interest you? Not really. Meh. Also, Dragonite Spam says you could have nicknamed that Lapras Black, and it could have been a reference to both the song and the American Anti-holiday. Well, you know, I was thinking of that, actually. I think I was also thinking of, like, calling it Rebecca or something, but I felt like the Friday reference needed to be there. Because, like, I don't think there's many people that look at Lapras and say, oh, that's that Pokemon that you can catch on Fridays in the Union Cave in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You know, I don't think that many people think that. So, I figured just naming it Friday and then, you know, saying, oh, you know, it's Friday, Union Cave, gotta get down to the Union Cave, you know, and then that would make a little bit more sense to people. Also, it's a good thing that Hydro Pump hit, because if it didn't, that Machamp might have actually seismic tossed Shelly into oblivion there. for taking down that Rocky. And also, I hope I mentioned that that last thing that I just read, that last comment, was by Dragonite spam. Just covering my bases. Alright, so we're going to take down this Rhydon, and then that's going to be it for this part of the Pokemon TPP version playthrough. Join me in part 25, where I'll be continuing on in perfect harmony with our Pokemon. And as we finish up the Virdian Gym, and then, I don't know, maybe move on from there. I don't know. See you all next time.